Hi, friends. Today I am going to talk to you about an important subject, the art of growing your children. Each and every one of us have got a spontaneous interest in our children. We are interested in his growing, we are interested in taking his welfare, we want him to get educated well, train them well, and also make him a person who is being appreciated, whether in the school or college or when he starts a career, he comes out with a flying color. That's what everyone feels. That's the way every child is made to grow by their parents. Of course, there are some exceptions in the sense that we always think that the parental effect should not be there on their children. What I mean here as parental effect is that I have grown up in a hard way. I have come out of a difficult task. I have started from scratch. I am a self made person. I don't want my son to be like that. I don't want to show him the school of the rough waters. I don't want to show him the hardliners. I don't want to show him that there is a difficulty here, there is a difficulty there, and so on and so forth. I just want to pamper him in such a way that he grows as he wants to grow. He has to take up and come up nicely. He shouldn't feel that his parents are unable to do his wants. He should never feel that he is relegated for anything what he wants. The most attributable factor, that's where all parents commit mistakes on their children. You should teach him what is good, what is bad, how to get on the road where there are a lot of thorns. You should teach him from the beginning. You should tell him what's the difficulty in life. When you have suffered a difficulty, you should tell him that this is what. In this juncture, I will not be able to give you this or that. You will have to manage. You don't take it for granted anything that you will get, whatever you want, just because I want to bring you up very well. Please don't do that mistake. I have recently read in a magazine which really inspired me how to bring his own son. The story goes like this. It is not a story, it has really happened. It has been explained as a story in a magazine. A boy lands in Cochin, one of the states in the Kerala. He was given some 100 or 200 or 300 rupees. He was asked by his father not to reveal about his whereabouts, from where he has come, and he should work for there for 30 days by himself and see what is life. The boy acceded to the request of the father, landed in Cochin, and started searching for a job. He went to a small hotel because he was feeling hungry and had some a dinner, some dosa, idlis, and something like that. And he was searching for a place to sleep off that night. He was asking the hotel owner, can you just lend me some space so that I can sleep over here? The hotel owner immediately said, no, this is not the place for to sleep aliens. We don't know you, who you are. The boy looks very charming, very colorful. It doesn't look like a boy of an ordinary family. He sounds rich by the way in which he projects himself, but he has not exhibited that he is so rich. Because of the refusal to stay there, he went nearby a hotel and asked for a room for 100 rupees so that he can stay for 1 or 2 days. The hotel owner also obliged him and gave him a room. From the next day, he was going around, walking around the streets of Cochin, asking for some job for him, so that he has to maintain. He has got only a balance of 200 with him. He has to pay rent, he has to stay. He was feeling so hungry. The second day, again, he went to a small hotel and asked the hotel owner, I have very less money, so I would like to work in your hotel and take the breakfast and lunch. You can compensate my payment by giving me a job. The owner looked from head to foot. He said, I don't think you'll be able to work here. It's very difficult. You cannot manage. You seem to be a rich fellow. Come on, tell me, who are you? Where are you from? He said very reluctantly, please do not ask me all those things. If you can oblige me with the job, I'll be very happy. Then with much of persuasion, the hotel owner gave him the job to clean the table and serve the people who come there. The next day morning, he woke up, he vacated the hotel and stayed in the hotel itself where he has got the job and started working. People, when they come and when he serves, people will look at him in a different way, because he doesn't come from the school of hotel suppliers or service. He is a different cult. So one such guy, an IT business person, saw this fellow and asked him, you don't look like a person who is going to serve here. Why don't you join me? I'll give you a job. He said, no, sir, I don't want to have a job. I will just work here and I'll have to learn so many things. I don't think you have come here for learning. Please understand. You will have to work in a different style, not like serving or supplying in a hotel. Reluctantly, he said, I cannot come. After mere persuasion, he went and joined there in his IT firm. He worked there for 2 days as a tea vendor. Then after the third day, he left there and came back to the hotel again. The person who was appointed felt very disappointed. Why this fellow is doing like that? Then after some days, the hotel owner also gave him this and that, and slowly he got all his money spent on various things. Suddenly he is out of money and asking the hotel owner to help him up for living the rest of the days. The hotel owner refused. Because I am giving you food, I can't give you anything more. He went out of the hotel because he doesn't have money. He went up begging, slept in a floor where there was a cow shed, and he was sleeping in the floor and feeling so hungry. He felt, what is this life? I shouldn't have come here. Why should I have come? Why should I have come? I shouldn't have opted for coming down here. It's very difficult to live without money. Even I go for a job, the job does not suit me. How is this? Life is so wretched. Like this, he counted the days and lived for 30 days. On the 31st day, his father has sent some messengers to pick him up from where he was. On the 30th day, he contacted his father and told him about the difficulty. Then the 31st day, the messengers came down to Cochin and picked him up and took him back to his own place. You will be wonderstruck when I say he is the son of the biggest diamond merchant in Surat. It's a real story. He wanted his son to know what is life, what is the difficulty, what is hunger, what is appetite. Everything he should know before he takes over my company or something else. You should understand the common man's difficulties. You should understand this world. It is not that education alone. You should know what is practical life. That's the reason I have sent him for 30 days. He was living in the oblivion. He made him to understand what is the difficulty of life. The son went before his father and prostrated before him and said, Dad, I have understood what is it. He is the richest person in Gujarat. Look at the way how he has trained his son to know what is this world. When I have money like that, will I make my son to run around the roads of Cochin like this? I'll think again. I'll think twice. But here is a father who is prepared to put his son in the rough waters and sail through. That's the way. It is not that you should do it like this. But in spite of his wealthiness and richness, he made his son understand what is the difficulty of this life. It is not being rich. Rich alone is not going to count. You should know how you have to behave. You should understand what are the arts in life. When you understand that, you become complete. You know how to grow and you will grow in a proper way. That's all for the day. Thank you very much.